What's poppin', y'all? It's Shy here. Hello, welcome to Shy's Corner. Okay, episode number 1. Thank you for all the love and support that you guys have given us. Like, that's crazy. Like, it's insane. We truly feel loved, so thank you. We truly appreciate it. So let's just jump right into it, okay? So today we are going to be talking about 4 major tips on moving into your first apartment. Okay, because honey, we have blossomed into our womanhood, okay? So I think it's time for us to move into our own place, right? So first off, you have to ask yourself, are you ready for this next step? Are you ready for the real responsibility that comes with getting your own place? Are you going to be moving in by yourself, or are you moving in with a roommate? You have to make sure that they are responsible, financially responsible, definitely, and independently, okay? Because you don't want someone to move in and they always looking at you, okay? Like, we're moving in together. I didn't come in and move in with a child that did not come out of me, all right? So you have to take that into consideration. So you have to ask yourself, first of all, are you ready to move in into your own apartment? You have to ask yourself, do you know how to pay bills? Do you know how to figure out how to pay those bills? Like, do you know how to fill out a money order? Little things like that. Second, you have to budget. Budget. I'm telling you, like, this is going to bless you later on and for the rest of your life. Like, you have to know how to save money. Like, you can learn along the way if you don't know now. It's easier said than done, definitely, but you have to know how to budget. You're probably going to need your first and last deposit for your new place. You're going to need a security deposit. So if your rent is like $800, your deposit is probably going to be like half of that, and your first and last, which is double your rent. So the prices add up quick, honey, quick. So definitely take all that into account. If you can, try to calculate numbers now so you can get an idea of how much you actually need to save. Because on top of all of that, you want to have a cushion, so you want to have at least 1 or 2 months worth of rent. So when you get into your new place, you're not scrambling around trying to figure out where your next dollar is coming from. You have that cushion. You get into your new place because you want to enjoy the fact that you have a new place. You don't want to just hop into the next thing that you have to do, at least not day 1 or 2. You know what I mean? So along with budgeting for rent, you have to make sure you look into how you're going to do your furniture. Do you want to get all your furniture straight up? Are you going to be okay with getting it bit by bit? Do you need a coffee table when you first get there? Probably not. Do you need a bed frame? Probably. You have to figure out your needs and wants. You have to separate the two and be mature about the situation. You don't need that brand new coffee table you saw. You don't need that beautiful headboard that you saw that one time in IKEA. Like, just get a little something for now, just so you can lay your head down knowing that you have what you need at night, and then you can always work your way up. You can try to put that as like a little goal, for later on in the future. Third, you want to visit your property. View the property at least once in person. That's the time for you to ask the leasing manager all the questions you can. Okay, so it's okay to be annoying. This is the part where you can be annoying because you're about to move in there. You're about to sign a lease with them for at least a year, at least 12 months. Okay, so you want to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. You have to ask questions like, do they come with renter's insurance, or do you have to provide your own? Do you have to pay for parking? Do you have to pay for pets if you have a pet? How much is their rent? Because their rent could be anywhere from like $50 to $100. Do they have a cable provider? Figure out what's going to be in your rent. Okay, so what about like pest control? Is it a gated community? The water, the gas, the lights, like, is this included in your rent, or do you have to figure it out on your own? You definitely figure all this stuff out before you sign anything. All right, if you have any type of confusion about anything before you sign on that dotted line, please make sure you ask your questions, okay? And if they have any type of attitude or problem with you asking your questions, maybe that you don't need to go there. Maybe you need to go down the street and try to find something else, okay? Because you want to make sure you're comfortable asking those questions, and you want someone who's going to be comfortable giving you those answers respectfully and honestly, you know? And also look at the online reviews, please. Okay, definitely look at the 1 stars versus the 5 stars and everything in between. Because every person's experience is different, but if they're all saying something of the same, whether it be bad or good, like, that's really good to know. If everyone's saying this is a beautiful place, but it has roaches all the time, and the pest controls came like 3 times the apartment, and nothing's getting taken care of, or that the maintenance never comes and I've called 3 times and no one's answering, you want to know those things before you move into a place, so you're not just stuck with this long lease, all these problems, and no one answering the phone. So definitely make sure you think ahead in those aspects and do your research. Do your research. The 4th tip is do not be afraid to ask for help. This is a huge move. This is a huge time. It's a very important time in your life. So go to your friends and family. Like, you never know who's willing to help you, who will help you. So definitely everyone has to have a support system when it comes to something this big in their life. So please, if you just ask, never be afraid of asking. Like my mom always said, closed mouths do not get fed, honey. So step number 1, make sure that you're actually ready to move. Are you ready to take on the responsibility? Can you pay your bills on time? Are you financially equipped and responsible to do what you need to do to get things done? Are you a lazy person? If so, you gotta kick that lazy habit to the curb, okay? Number 2, budget. If you don't know how to budget, start trying to put that into your daily routine of budgeting, so when you get to your new place, it's easier for you to do. Think of how much you have to save for security deposit and first and last and those surprise hidden fees that nobody talks about until you're ready to sign, okay? And the other utility fees, like the welcome fees, like when they come put the lights on, that's not free. You would think it's free, but it's not. So definitely crunch all your numbers ahead of time and crunch them 2, 3, 4 times, okay? Just to make sure. Be very precise and be very clear. All right? Number 3, view the property. View it both day and at night because you don't want any surprises, okay? You want to look up the property. Definitely check the reviews. See if there was any, crime activity around the area. How high is the crime? Is there a lot of break-ins? Those are things you want to know. Look for your furniture needs. See what you actually need versus what things can wait on for a couple weeks or a couple months until you really get situated, really get settled. So also viewing the property, when you ask your lease manager those important questions that you need to ask. Don't be afraid to ask. Closed mouths don't get fed, okay? So don't be afraid. Ask if there's the rental insurance. Ask if what's included in the rent versus what you have to pay for out of pocket. Okay, so definitely compare prices with places. Don't just go with the flat rate just because you think it's the best and this is what everyone does there. No, definitely look around and see what's best for you and what suits you the best. Don't be ashamed, okay, to tell somebody no because it's too much money, all right? Saying that we don't do that over here, all right? That's always a cheaper option, but don't go too cheap, okay? You want to have something that's in your budget, but you also want to have good quality of that thing. You can get your Dish TV, your Dish network, but if your channel's always going out and it's always fuzzy and you can never watch TV, then is that really what you want? So you want to have that balance of quality and price, okay? So also keep that in mind. And 4th and lastly, don't be afraid to ask for help. Your people are there to support you, to love you, and everyone has a support system. And if you know someone who's about to move or trying to move, help them if you can, even if it's just a piece of advice. It's not all about the money. Just having that love and support and guidance is also, that's priceless. So, and that goes such a long way. And you can keep that and take it on into your journey. So I wish you all luck if you're thinking about moving, trying to move, or just moved. please let me know down in the comment below. Let's have a conversation, okay? So comment down below any tricks or any tips you have, or if you agreed with anything I said, if you disagreed with anything I said, respectfully. All right. Thank you for coming to Shy's Corner, and I hope to see you soon, all right? Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Oh, you made it to the end, huh?
Oh.
Did you enjoy the video, huh?
Well,
if you did, well, this is just a reminder to give us a like,
subscribe,
and click that notification bell. And we also have some videos floating
right here.
Anyway, you get the point.
So check it out.
Yes, give us a like.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.